Well, well, well. Well, well, well. How about that? Hi. Good morning / afternoon. Depending on where you are in the old world. Could be even evening. Hi, friends. Hope you're all having a fantastic Friday. TGIF. Today, the 25th of October, marks our 6-year anniversary of YouTube. That's right. My first video ever, vlog number 1, was uploaded this day 6 years ago, the 25th of October. Just a few days after me and my dad had gotten back from my first adventure back here to the old Walt Disney World Resort. The journey that solidified my plans to chase this down. So, what I decided to do today is that we're going to take a little stroll through the Magic Kingdom. We are going to more or less just give you kind of like what my favorite moments in each one of these little spots has been. Doc, hello. Jesse, hello. Matty Boy, Sargento, Dadalorian, what's up? Dream big, live grand in the house. Michelle, Ryan, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hopefully you guys are all having a great day. Hey, Priscilla, Edwin, what's up, guys? How are you? Steven, hope you got your stuff figured out with the car, man. Matty Boy, hello. Excellent. So there's been a lot of changes, actually. Another thing I was thinking is, this used to not only be the meet and greet for Mickey Mouse in this building, but it was also the meet and greet for Tinkerbell back in the day. I think probably my most memorable moments here in the Main Street Theater. You think this thing's real? No, they're not. There it is. So that's the first fake sleeper that I've seen. But you could tell by the color. I knew instantly. And the size is off, too. Wow, I can't believe they're faking sleepers already. Thanks. You too. So that bag is now obsolete. Do not trade in sleepers anymore because they're all getting faked. Wow, that's crazy. My favorite memories in this building. Also, Flat Stanley did make it home. Definitely a class favorite. You rock. Oh, that's amazing. Thank goodness for that. I used to have a Magic Band obsession, and this is where, for a long time, Magic Bands were. Fun fact. But yeah, you used to be able to meet Mickey and Tinkerbell in this spot. Wow, and there's only a 10-minute wait for Mickey Mouse. Should we just go and maybe say hi to him real quick? Why not? 10 minutes, can't deny that. 10 minutes to see the mouse himself. I mean, that's just fantastic. How you doing, sir? Yeah, anytime I can just walk in and say hi to Mickey, I'm a happy camper, man. That's rad.
Will you take me with you?
Can't you come? You can't? Oh, man, all right. That's funny. He said he can't come with us. He's stuck behind that door. This is cool. Look at the old ticket reels. These are cool. Town Square Theater, Main Street, Admit 1. And they're actually real. They've been laminated. You can tell by the ridges on it all. That's fun. Any little nods, like Imagineering nods or anything like that you can spot? That's cool. Mickey, the general store, the stage manager, the props department, publicity. Oh, this spins. Oh, that's cool. What's the magic combination, right?
Only Scrooge knows.
Oh my goodness, the duck. She said only Scrooge McDuck knows. Oh, cool. Hello. Great to see you, Mickey.
I asked ask how many in his party, but I don't think I can count that high.
No, there's only 30 of
Hi,
us so
Chad.
far. We just started. Thank you. We used to talk. So this is probably, so as we're doing this, my favorite memories in this room would be Mickey's 90th birthday. That was a fantastic, very special kind of outfit for Mickey to be in. But old talking Mickey was the prime time in here. He used to have a handful of like phrases that he would be able to say. God, these new photo pass boxes drive me crazy with that constant like snap, snap, snap with the flash. Who said hello? That was a cast member that brought us in here. This is cool. That's cool. Talking Mickey was amazing, and the 50th Mickey and Minnie with Gold was a good meet. Oh yeah, that's true. Yep. I think we've seen 3 or 4 iterations of Mickey. Also, of course, Jack and Sally meet in this building too. I've only ever met them once. That's definitely a highlight memory. Who said hello? That was a cast member that brought us in here. Yeah. Yep. This like thing here, it basically just keeps this thing stable. So like if you started getting like crazy, but like really it's just for walking around, so you don't get that constant like bong 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 bong. Yeah, it drives people crazy. If you can plug it into here. This is just for the mic, but you can like charge it from there. Yeah, they're great. DJI, same people that make like the drones.
Yeah.
They make these. They just work. They're perfect. They work great. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Huh. Everybody says it's such a great part of meeting Mickey Mouse, 10 minutes, that was nothing at all. Pretty good.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, you don't? I said 10 minutes wasn't long, Siri. Last time we were in here was with Flat Stanley. Yeah.
I'm gonna have you take a couple of pictures. You don't need to take 100 though. Sometimes they take 100. Yeah, she's smart.
This is Libby. Oh, I thought you said Livy. And I was like, oh, my name's Libby. Libby. Very close. Very close. I get Libby, I get Liz, and I get Lou. Lou's a different one. I get Lou more times than I get her. It's short for Libya. Your fingers, you're not that tasty. What's our little princess's name? Emma? Emma! Emma! Oh my goodness, you recognize the name? You're so smart. Mickey, that's Princess Emma. I know she's a lot like, oh my goodness, she has your nose.
Michael, what's up, man? How are you?
Can you go see him? Can you go walk to him?
Huh? Super cute.
Hey, can we get a picture with Nick? Hey, Nick, great to see you, pal. How are you? Here we go. Great. I'm great. And then look at my shirt. Remember when the castle was like this? Here we go.
Oh, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I know this is going to be a fun day. We're going to walk around and going to check out some classic views, talk about the journey that this has been. Not so much doing that in this tight little room with nobody in it, but once we get done saying to Mickey, say hi to Mick, and then we'll
Love it.
go get a button too, actually, while I'm up here.
Bye, Nick.
This is nice. You can't usually get this picture. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. That's cool. A hat signed by Mickey Mouse. That's rad. Crazy. All the Sir, how are you today? I said 10 minutes to meet you. I mean, I'm taking that opportunity every single time. Thank you very much. Every single time. Walt would be proud of you. You're looking great today. This is an outfit that I'm sure he would have really liked. The magician. Yeah. Hey, does that hat up there ever cause any trouble or what, man?
See, that's the reason why it's so high up.
Oh, yeah, no, stay away. Yeah, especially with the broom back there. You don't want that thing coming to life.
Well, the last time Donald took the hat, chaos happened.
Okay, the robe too. Oh boy, you've got all your little treats. And so are these like some of your props, your magic tricks, your card tricks? You have your wands, your special wands. Do you have a favorite wand of those three?
That's a tough choice.
Middle wand. That's awesome, man. Hey, I think this thing takes a picture. Can we just get it? Can we get one? That's all right. Thanks.
All right. And look right up here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We got it.
You have a great day, all right? You're the leader of the club, whatever. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Yeah, about 10 minutes to meet Mickey Mouse. That was fantastic. 10 minutes to meet Mickey. That was great. Mickey the Mouse. Pardon, sorry. Mickey the Mouse. I need a button. I think I can get one over here. Da, 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 da. Oh, I like that LD23 pack. Miss, can I ask you, do you have buttons here?
Like first time?
I think a celebrating button if you have one. Yeah, thank you very much. Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, I was gonna say you probably have better handwriting. So it's just gonna say 6 years of YouTube. I'm a YouTuber and today's my 6-year anniversary of my channel.
The frozen.
I try to get one of these each year as like a keepsake to keep in my little Disney. I got so much stuff. That's great. I appreciate you. No, you know what? That's all right. It looks good just like that. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much, Barbara. That was very nice of you. Oh, you're gonna do the special move. I love that. The special move. That is so kind of you. Yes. It's like the Disney lamination.
What's your YouTube channel?
Yeah, Tom does Disney. I've been doing it for my first video uploaded in 2018 on the 25th. So
If I go to Tom Does Disney,
yeah, you'll find out. Yeah, you'll see me. Yeah, I'm still. That's so kind of you, Barbara. I appreciate you. You have a nice day. All right. Take care. Thanks. Bye bye.
Okay, so that's the middle. I'm from
All right. The Main Street vehicle's going. That's cool. Tempted to hop on that thing. Tony's Town Square, a place that I've eaten many a time, and I've had some delicious meals with a lot of good friends, including Pat and Dawn. Love Tony's. We used to be here a lot, actually. We used to know the GM there, who was a very nice lady, and we actually were there a lot. So, Main Street's a place where I just have a lot of memories, considering I've spent so much time just kind of meandering. I will say that some of my favorite memories of the train station would maybe just be its reopening day. I don't really have too many fond memories of the train, to be honest with you. Oh, please let it be for me. Could be something for someone who has no relation, or it could be something special just for me. The Wells Fargo wagon, it's a coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. It's a coming down the street. I wonder what could be. I got a box of maple sugar for my birthday. And then I got some grapefruits from Temple. And something else, and something else, and something else as well. I always forget that part. This used to be the home of Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. My greatest memory here is the day that these doors, Jose, closed these doors on the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. Everybody was out here. It was a very special moment, I can tell you that. I will never forget that moment. I have no memory of this place. 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 Been working on that Gandalf. It's getting pretty good, huh? I have no memory of this place. So many parades. I tell you, my greatest memory of this spot right here would be the day that Disney World reopened post-COVID. I was one of the first people into the park, and the cast members on each side of the street, just walking the hundreds of us that were here up this road, was pure and utter Disneyana fuel. If I wasn't sold before that, those kind of moments, those are the moments that solidify exactly what it is that we're doing down here. When questions may arise as to what my best course in life might be, to run from Florida or not, as I all too often have to think about nowadays. The one thing that keeps me coming back over and over and over is the fact that I have experienced moments here that are so special that you could never, ever try to replicate in a day-to-day normal existence. I mean, yeah, Dave at Radio City will always be the greatest night of my life. But that doesn't mean that I haven't had moments here that absolutely hit me, you know, as hard as that, but not as, you know, maybe permanently. They were moments that hit me that hard, kind of in the moment. They didn't resonate as much as the Dave and Tim at Radio City. I was young, I was formidable. Here, these are more or less just kind of what they are. Kind of from when I started coming down, you know. I would say that it looks like this side's the quieter side. Well, last time I was in here, I waited 25 minutes for my coffee, so let's see how that goes. Galen, I want to say thanks again, man. Really, really appreciate you this week, and thanks everybody. If you'd like to help out the event, just make sure you click those links. I've got the PayPal and the Venmo set up. If we could close out the weekly goal this week for a change, I'd be very happy. I know everybody thinks I'm grifting or whatever, this crap that's, I don't know. All I can tell you, it's a crowdfunding adventure, and I've been trying to get out after it this week, so. Hey, Clinton, thank you, sir. 20 Venmo in from Clinton. Happy YouTube anniversary. Congrats on 6 years. Thank you very much, my friend. There it is. Clinton is like heard and changed. Let's get that adjusted. Wait, the 18th? No, the 26th and the 6th. So, dude, if you want... Oh, no, it won't work because you got work during the week and stuff. Hi. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I'm awesome, thanks. What I'm going to have is going to be an iced grande, iced chicken espresso. It's going to be a lot. So I was going to give you time to write it all out. So it's going to have 4 shots total. It's going to have pecan syrup instead of classic syrup. It's not going to have any milk, but it is going to have vanilla sweet cream. Tom, the last part is just the pecan crunch on the top. Thank you so much. I used to get the easiest coffee in the world, and now it's like this. It's like a novel, yeah. I'll tell you, it's funny too because I always said I wouldn't do it. No, that's it. Tom, T-O-M. Just throwing a couple bucks on my hand. Thank you very much. I don't know this. Have a good day. Thanks. It's kind of quiet here today, right? A comparatively quiet day. I can tell you what my worst memory in this place, this was probably the other day. 25 minutes of waiting for a coffee, then it ended up sucking. I love this clip. I keep watching it. I made it, but I'm just keep watching it. Now that these guys come through, they probably want to get that corner, I would assume. Yeah, hop-along pop over here. What the hell was that? Hop-along pop. Hop-along pop. That's me. Oh, what the what? I'm Tom. What's the new D23 pin worth? I just got my gold box and got Maui hook and Encanto candle.
Okay.
Send me a picture? I don't even know what that means. I would imagine Maui's hook is going to be a good if it's a mystery pack. I would need to know what's in it. The Encanto candle's probably not. I don't know. Shoot me pics, dude. So you got all 4 of these? All 7 of these pins? Or you got a mystery pack? How's it work? I mean, Maui's hook and probably, I would say, Leota. If that's what that's supposed to be. And they're kind of rinky-dink looking pins for D23 pins. I'm surprised. Oh, I think that's mine. Yeah, I said, you know what? Because either they got the same exact drink as me, or yeah, because I'm Tom as well. That's what's going on. You're Tom too. I was gonna ask. I said, I don't know what. They forgot my crunch on top anyway. Yeah, no, that's definitely mine. Hey man, can you just throw my pecan crunch on there for me? It had it. You might not be able to see it, but it's around.
No, it's fine.
No, you're cool. All good, man. No problem.
Let me know when.
That's plenty, thanks. Yeah. All right, cool. I like that. It'll just add that, you know, the goodness. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Here you go.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I saw that girl holding my coffee, and I was like, should I ask her for it? Or just thanks for not sipping out of it. Yeah, he just gave it to us. I'm going to ask because it's my name. Your name's the same name. Casey's, gosh, I don't really have any great memories at any of these places up here. Casey's, let's go this way and we'll go around. The box has 2 in it. Oh. Interesting. Well, I definitely think the hook was probably the best pin you could have pulled, so congratulations on that. I'll get you some prices on it this weekend if that's really what you're into. Dum 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 dum. Blum 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 blum. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think that Grayson is the best? Good, man. Treasures untold. One camera hold. Gee, she's got everything. Got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Who's it's and what's it's galore. No big deal. No. I wanna be where the people. I wanna see them dancing, walking around. What's the word again? Street. Yes! Out of these waters, to spend the day warm on the sand. Bet you on land, they understand that they don't. Their daughters, bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand. Get some answers. What is it? What's the word? Burn? To explore. Out of the sea. Wish I could be. What an animal you are. Just an absolute staple. Whatever you want. Just roll. Roll with it.
Entertainer, sure. Well, I was thinking of doing something spooky too. We'll make the entertainer spooky.
Yeah, spooky entertainer. Yes. Wow. Outrageous. Hey. Unbelievable. Mechanical.
That's okay. I was thinking I'd do the tiger ray.
Ooh, tiger ray. All right.
Jesus. Somebody's got to oil this machine right here. Somebody got to oil that machine. You are out of this world, Gracie. Hey.
What was that? Turkish smart?
I have to practice a little bit.
Hey, you are like lightning today.
Up and show, yeah.
Hey, that's right. That's a good one. Ba, 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 da, boom. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on a Muppet Show tonight. It's time to dress up. Why do we always come here? I guess we'll never know. It's like some kind of torture to have to do the show. No sensational, motivational. This is what we call the Muppet Show. Jim Henson would have loved that. That was a ragtimey, nice little. Yes. No.
What's the hardest thing you can play that's not right?
Oh my gosh, the hardest thing that I can play that's not right time? You're assuming I play anything that's not right time. Even if it's originally not right time, I'll find
He
a way.
makes it. He turns it into it.
I mean, the hardest thing, well, that question is tricky. I would say,
What if it's blues right time?
probably the most technically tricky song. I've got a version of, I haven't played it in a while. It's a version of the Stars and Stripes Forever, you know that song? It's got that piccolo part. I wanted to figure out if I could do the melody line while playing the piccolo part in one hand at the same time. And that was pretty tricky to try to do. But I wanted to have that for 4th of July.
Who is that? Stars and Stripes Forever.
Cohen?
Sure. Yeah. Wow, dude. Hey, I mean, just like such a treat, dude. You really are. You gotta understand, there's few and far between things around here nowadays that really just knock me away. Like they just not like Rise to the Resistance. Like you're on that level. Do you understand that? Do you have any idea what it's like to be on like a Velocicoaster Rise to the Resistance like level at a theme park racing? Like
I don't have that kind of budget.
but it doesn't. But like you're just slamming it out here, dude.
Well, man, I wouldn't be here doing this kind of stuff if I didn't get to see all the other guys that they used to do it back in the day.
I remember Jim and all those guys. I remember Carol. Do you remember her?
Oh, she's still over
I know
at
she's over at Epcot sometimes too. But it's a different beast.
Trying to keep it
Dude,
alive.
you're a different thing. Carol's got soul and like a way I never seen. But like when she like sits some dude, I remember her at Epcot one day playing Feed the Birds. I was just sitting there a mess. I was like,
Oh, I know.
but she's not you.
Oh,
She's not mechanical like that.
She makes me mad. I'll watch her play it, and I just
No, she got soul like you can't believe. But your mechanics are like
Thank you. Very nice of you to
ridiculous,
say.
dude. You're the man. Thanks,
Have a good
Grayson.
rest of your
I'll see you soon. Dude, that kid is a fucking phenom. He's a phenom. And all the men deliver. We got music. Won't sing. All the night. The music playing. You're gonna feel alright. Crystal Palace. I've had here some nice meals here. I'd say my favorite meal here was probably the one I had very recently with Dawn and Lexi and Sarah. We sat in this kind of back section, nice little overview of everything. Although I will say I did go there. No, that's probably the best memory. Crystal Palace style. Jordan, unbelievable, dude. I mean, have you ever just like really just tried to take in how mechanical that kid is? Like I've been around a lot of musicians in my life, and he is just pound for pound on the piano the most mechanical person I've ever seen. I've only seen people as mechanical as that. I've never seen somebody more mechanical than that. Like I don't know. And I know ragtime, it's not classical music, but I don't know. I mean, the kid he's just mechanical, like, I don't know, in a way that I could never. And you finally met Crystal Palace. Oh, now we've met Crystal many times. Now we've met her many a time. Bum. Sunshine Tree. I've never been a huge fan of this place. Holds no special place for me. I don't really like the Dole Whip, you know. Just doesn't do it for me. Unlike this place, Skipper Canteen, I've got great memories here. Had many good meal with many of friends at Skipper. But I will say I definitely liked it back when the Yum Yum noodles. Yeah, no, I just don't think you can be more mechanical than that kid is. So, Swiss Family Robinson, I mean, my best memories with that are actually as a kid. My grandpa loved to go on Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. Every time we were here, he loved watching that movie growing up. And for him, I think, like, he probably kind of, like, wanted that in some way to, like, live in the Swiss Family Treehouse. A lot of these kind of spots for me just remind me of Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. I think within recent memory, or perhaps since I moved down here, outside of a few ride openings and some special events, DVC events, special ticketed events, one of the best 3 or 4 or 5 days I ever had around here was Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. Just really going crazy those 3 days, meeting people, trading cards, getting cards to leave all around the park. Like, it was just, I was having it was such a, I don't know, it was so unique. Pins have kind of helped with that because pins are like the upgraded almost version. It's not the person playing the piano, it's the piano and the piano salesman who sold it. That's right, exactly. David knows. It's not it's all Jordan's responsibility that Grayson's as good as he is. No, Jordan was responsible for making it easy for Grayson to sound how he should sound. With a beautiful piano, new, nice, great action on all the keys when you're slapping them like that kid is. Jungle Cruise, not one of my favorite rides, I gotta tell you. My favorite memory down here is Jingle Cruises. The first time I came to the Jingle Cruise and I realized that my name is one of the few names used on the stockings out here. So every year I can come down here and I can get a picture of the Tom stocking. Also down in that little area is where the little boats used to be. You could drive those little boats. They were kind of like bumper boats. And you put a coin in and you drive it. It was fun. Those are core memories for me. Not since I started the channel. Those are like kid memories. I say my best time in Tiki Room was probably with some people I don't really hang out with anymore, but they were big Tiki Room fans, and the only times I ever truly enjoyed that attraction was being in there with them because they were so hardcore about it. Oh, Cynthia, thank you very much. Everybody, let's say thanks to Cindy P for the $10 Venmo. Happy anniversary from Cindy P. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. We also had a $25 come in from my good pal, who I don't mention on the streams because he asks me not to, but he knows who he is. And even though he knows I hate not saying people's names because I like to give people the recognition that they deserve, but I appreciate you very much, sir. Pirates, tough to say what's like the most core memory for Pirates of the Caribbean. I would say it would definitely be the Halloween parties, 2019 Halloween parties where we had the party pass, and very regularly I got to come through here and interact with all the different pirates that were in the queue and the pirates that were up on the, inside the ride. We kind of got to know a few of them. We had some inside jokes going for a while, like, those were very core memories. That was Pirates at its best. It was the ride as it is plus more, with nothing at all taken away. Oh, you can't go through here anymore? That's interesting. Probably the best memories over here would be Tortuga, right? Tavern. Obviously, this used to be my my go-to bathroom location in the Magic Kingdom, but that's been gone for quite some time now. But this was the home for me of like one of my favorite spots to just hang out in the park. It's long gone and has no plans of returning. It is now just cast members sitting back here. I look through this thing all the time. Oh, they made it even harder to see through, so now I can't look through it and see all the cast members just sitting around. It makes me so mad that they turned like one of the best spots in the whole park into like some cast member area. This guy, he's got an Adventureland box, and there's no way it's Stitch, is it? I'm going to have to trade for it.
Right there. I have a great selection on both ends. If you got multiple, you could use some for me. Go right ahead. With your hand cap one if you look at the collect that set.
That's a hard one to walk away from. Anyway, let's just keep moving. Let's just keep moving. I don't know. I just ignore that. Ignore the fact that that was just there. Yeah, Pirates, those would be my most core memories. Lesson learned, do not be looking at anybody's lanyards. Well, you don't have pins, because that'll just make you go, whoop, whoop. This was one of my actual favorite spots was over here, too, but as you see, with the closure of this whole area has become kind of overrun. She just took the pin, Tom. No, that was cool. Oh, I would have said something to those people. I was there before them. They cut me right off. I'd have been like, yeah, no, I was traded. Thanks. It wouldn't have been like that, believe me. But I don't have pins, so I'm good. I ain't tripping over it. The D23 exclusive Magic and Mystery. I'm going to check out with Doc. So this is a 2-pack blind pack. Oh, that's so interesting to me. I'll try to get you some ideas. What's up, CeeLo? How are you? I'll try to get you some ideas on what those kind of things are worth. I mean, they could trade, too. You could trade it for pins you actually kind of want. Golden Oak. Not really a lot of, core memories on this side of the park besides the... Hello, sir. How you doing today? Good?
I've been looking to unload this one.
I don't have any pins to trade.
Come on, man.
I got nothing to
Do
trade.
you have that one already?
I don't even know what that is.
It's from Haunted Mansion.
Really?
Yeah. Isn't that the guy in the graveyard?
I'll trade you next time I see you. Yeah, this thing is cool. I will, absolutely I will. Yeah, this thing is gorgeous.
I'm just like, well, that's kind of
You know me, I see you all the time, and I'm always, just today I just...
You didn't film me doing that.
Today I was just...
You're not filming me doing that, right? This part.
Oh, everything's fake. Yeah, and I see you all the time, so we're good. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. Hey, stay cool. Down here is the Bayou Adventure, which has obviously changed from Tiana's to, from Splash to Tiana's. Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I don't know. I think this is a double fold thing here because there's a I'll say this thing's maybe even like a reproduction. I have one memory of this place, which is of Splash, and core memories of Splash, and then I have my newest memory of this actual ride, which is the fact that we waited almost 6 hours to ride it. Pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. Trying to put the button on, everybody. I know that there's 1,000 feet across everywhere that you can walk, but everybody loves walking into me. There's 1,000 places to walk. Everybody's got to walk into town. It's all they know how to do. It's all the people know how to do. Nice. So I think the best memories of Splash were obviously closing night of Splash. And we stood here, we watched these carts come down. People were having the time of their lives. I mean, just the vibe was so ridiculous. I mean, you could take that day and put it right up there with even like reopening COVID day in terms of vibes. The vibes were so, Galaxy's Edge opening day, vibes were so right that night. Everybody was happy that, to be, not happy, but everybody was happy to be a part of, the final carts going down, and the fact that we got to see them close the doors down here for the very last time. We just happen to be there at the right moment. Oh, hold on. Why am I lagging? This doesn't make sense. Hello? Hello, check. Why am I lagging? Is it because there's so many people down here or something like that? This doesn't make sense.
Something's wet.
So I'm not lagging. It just says that I am.
And you like,
That's interesting. Best Big Thunder memories. Good God, that's a tough thing to try to figure out. I think some of my best Big Thunder Mountain memories would be probably back when the geysers worked. Back up here in this actual area. It's not the ride itself that I've got, you know, some of my favorite kind of times were more about the, back when the geysers worked up here, and I would close the park from this spot, you know. I would basically just sit up here by the geyser, wait for the park to close, and I'd watch the last few carts run down Big Thunder Mountain. Once people were officially done with the ride, I'd hang out up here, and it was always that same guy, remember? He was like the leadership, just one, the same guy. He was always the one to come and tell me, be like, hey man. I remember like the third or fourth night in a row that it happened, he was like, is this going to become a regular thing? I wanted to say, yeah, I think it is. The Liberty Bell, a beautiful little boat, big beautiful boat. Where's Lori today? She okay or on a trip? I'm sure she's all right. She sometimes has rougher days than others, but I think she's probably lurking in the chat. Tom Sawyer Island, I guess we can kind of talk about as we loop around what kind of memories I have out there. I don't really have anything. Your best memory is seeing Happily Ever After from the top of Splash Mountain. Oh yeah, there you go. That's nice too. See, you'll eventually come to a point where you've been a part of some pretty special things out here. The more time you spend so yeah, I don't know what the lag was about, but anyway, yeah, those are some of my best memories back here. We're closing out the park from back there. Well, it's really busy back here for some reason. Compared to the rest of the park, this is like a zoo. Probably with Splash, I guess. Something must be Splash. It's throwing this whole Splash, Tiana's, whatever. It's probably the mountain. Huh. They don't even call it a mountain anymore. There's no mountain challenge with Tiana's, technically, because it's not a mountain. It's the bayou. There ain't no mountains in the bayou. Do you think Disney overall was better pre-COVID, or has it had a negative down? Oh God, yeah. Disney's a shell of its former self. If you were somebody that came here before, you know, the before times, as I like to call them, pre-COVID, the before times, feel free to use that. In the before times, things were just different, man. The cast all had to go through traditions. And I'm not saying that this is not. I'm a tattooed, bearded guy, right? I get it. But you used to not be able to have the beard and the tattoos and everything at Disney. You had to have a certain look, and that kind of led to a certain mentality around here. Now I'm all for inclusion, making sure everybody's treated the same. But on the other hand, in a privatized industry, I don't think everybody should be. Like in a privatized industry, you should have to fit standards. You know, because there are standards in private industry. And Disney's standard has dropped tremendously in that way. The quality of their cast in general has gone down. Hello. Has gone down a considerable amount. And there's really not much you can do about that kind of stuff, you know? It's kind of an uphill battle. There's no going back. You know, they kind of opened up the floodgates, and now it's just going to continue to be a lowered standard around here. Now, that's until the company starts losing money. And the only thing that's going to do that is the potential of Epic Universe or the continual, you know, upgrade of all their parks while this park sits in a state of barely getting anything new. Westward Ho, my best memories here are all jalapeno popper based. They're all candy bacon based. I can tell you on my first trip we had gone to Epcot and had a lot of snacks, and then we came over here. I had that candy bacon and it changed my whole opinion on Disney snacks. And still to this day, the jalapeno poppers are a must-have part of almost every adventure over here. You're asking yourself why I'm not going to get them right now then. Well, because I don't feel great. My stomach has been turned up all night. I'm in such a state in my current life of just like anxiety and worry. I haven't been able to eat or sleep really. It's just driving me bananas, so. Some of my best memories of the Country Bears would be developing things like the slow zoom, meeting Colton here. You know, you guys know Colton. He's always in the chat. I mean, the Country Bears has kind of a nice little spot in my heart because it's always been for me a place to just go and sit down and take that moment away from Disney. I don't quite like the new version as much as I like the old version, but I think they're pretty comparable. I don't think, you know, I think that for the new age Disney fan that this is a better choice because they probably are a little more familiar with like some of the songs, I guess. Oh, it stinks in here. I don't know what that smell is exactly, but it smells ripe. Hey, it smells ripe in here. There are some real stinky mofos in this building. Ew. That's scary how bad it stinks in there. Ah, the Frontier Arcade Zone. This is where the shooting gallery used to be, and you know that my favorite memories with that would be Halloween party nights, just going up, and after playing that game probably 300 times, I got to a point where I was so ridiculously good at it that it looked like I was cheating. Like literally, it literally looked like I was cheating. Because that's how fast I could shoot those things out. It was really one of my proudest, like my biggest accomplishments around here. Like getting double Galactic Hero on Buzz, which we'll talk about once we get down there. But once I had gotten to a certain point with that game, I really was like, it was really good. I was good. I used to like showing that off to people. The zone, you know? Hello. My best memories inside of Diamond Horseshoe, I don't really have many because we didn't get to eat at this place too much before it changed. It's going to be your treat this time? Yeah, well, it sounds like, you know, we both got to spend an extra $100 on top of our contract just to get into that thing now. Whenever they release that, just to get into any of the new lounges you're going to need. Actually, it just said for the Imagination one, so maybe this will be the free one now, and the Imagination one will be the paid for. I thought it's going to be both. And you're gonna have to pay to go on either one. To go in either one, you're gonna have to get that $100 upgrade. Did we discuss best Country Bears memories? Yes, sir, I did. I was just saying most of my Country Bear memories come from the slow zooms or just the fact that there was always a spot I could go and relax, and I knew the whole show like the back of my hand. I will say I love Liberty Tree, right? Some of my best, actually, this is an easy one. My best memory from Liberty Tree Tavern will be the day that I shot my first ever Real Talk, and then I came over here and I had what I think would be considered about a 7-course meal.
You not want any?
As I edited the video and crushed a half a bottle of wine. I was drunk and I was so well fed coming out of that joint. I probably spent 2.5 hours in there. They were like, this guy's a problem. Since we probably won't be coming back through Liberty Square, I don't have too many fantastic memories in here. Again, outside of things like Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. Right over there is where I caught the camera with the most Jedi move I've ever pulled in my entire life. Literally, like the Force was with me. Like you couldn't have. It was ridiculous. So I'll never forget that little moment right over there. I mean, you know, I've had some good moments in Hall of Presidents. I've had some. I think probably my most memorable moments in Presidents was like, you know, maybe like after Biden got elected and like coming in here and everybody was like, cheering for Trump. Like that kind of stuff cracked me up. I think, you know, Sleepy Hollow and like none of the stuff I have really great memories in any of them. I've had some great snacks from Sleepy Hollow, you know what I mean? A lot. I've had a lot of great snacks, but just nothing that's, you know, nothing that changed the game. Oh, believe me, Disney's a joke right now with that stuff. Like, of all the people that you wouldn't want to, like, annoy, it's pass holders and DVC, but they don't care. You know why? Because they don't want us anymore. They want these people with, like, $400,000 household incomes who are going to come down here, buy Lightning Lane every single day, you know what I mean? Every day Lightning Lane, every day upgrade, you know? That's who they want. So they're like, Ed, guess what? Are you DVC and have enjoyed perks for years, and we Disney don't make any money off of you really anymore, besides this and that? Guess what? $100 a year. That's hilarious. You know, and then the next year it'll be another $100 a year, and you go back to parking wherever you want. Then it'll be $300 a year, and you can get special access to Moonlight Magics. It's all just gonna keep going down the crapper, you know. One Disney resort stand close. What Disney resort stand closest to your heart as far as overall quality? Oh, which is my favorite? Close to my heart's a different question. It's the Riviera, because we own property at the Riviera, right? I mean, that's where the contract is for the next 45, 46 years, whatever it is. That's a long time. Yeah, the Riviera is a part of who I am, technically. But outside of that, yeah. The Poly, I always kind of considered like a second home for me. Speaking of great memories, one of my favorite memories would be here inside of Columbia Harbor House, where we used to come and get something that doesn't really exist anymore. It was a half and half kind of chicken and fried fish, and I used to get it, and I would come up here, get my tartar sauces and my malt vinegars, etc. I'd have my laptop, I'd have all my stuff ready to process and edit for the day, and I would come up here and hang out in the causeway inside of this beautiful room right back here. A lot of people aren't familiar with the upstairs of Columbia Harbor House. But from here, especially in this one particular room, you can get some really, really high quality views. Especially from the other side too, the Fantasyland side of this walkway is really, really pretty. So you could do some great people watching from up here. And I used to all the time. This was a major hangout for me. Kind of has become less so. I don't really know where my current Magic Kingdom hangout is. I mean, I kind of like that Pinocchio Village House spot. I think it's pretty nice. I do dig the Pinocchio Village House one. Basically because it's outside and inside. You know, you get kind of that double, you can get your choice of what kind of Disney vibe you're looking for. You're welcome. They still have the fried haddock or just cod. I think it's just codfish, dude, here. It's just whitefish, really. Oh, look at Peter Pan. Doesn't even have a weight. It's so interesting. He's just hanging out. No, Peter Pan had literally nobody in line for him. He was just standing there like, please come and hang out with me. Some of my best memories in the Tangled toilets, I think they would involve like things like the Rapunzel lantern shot that I've had multiple times in my life. You know, back in the day, that was actually for me something I wanted to do on my first few trips, and it continued to just not happen. I just couldn't make it work, and then when it finally did happen, I was just, I don't know, for a photo pass picture, it really, for me, was a important thing to get done for a long time. So when it finally happened, that was, I would say, my most core memory on that. Small World's most core memories are going to go back to when I was a kid. Yeah, I mean, I really don't have any special attachment to that ride. Peter Pan, on the other hand, I do have some great memories on this, but not particularly the ride, but the queue itself. So there was a few nights where I was able to really go through that queue like pretty much alone. And those were always my favorite things because you could play with the interactive parts and you could watch Tinkerbell do her little kind of dance around. I mean, I always really liked that.
Okay.
Happy to have seen Peter Pan's original version so many times before it just changed as well, you know. Unlike a lot of the things that changed around here, like Pirate Red, for example. I don't remember the auction scene super well, you know, so like that change for me was just not as, like, but, you know, obviously with Peter Pan, that's a ride I've been on 150 times, 200 times as its old version, so that change is huge. I don't really have any huge memories, PhilharMagic. I will tell you that back in the day when I was vlogging, PhilharMagic was a bigger part of my Disney thing. I did really, really used to like going in there. I just never do it with the stream because it's copyrighted, completely copyrighted, so you can't do it. Chef Mickey's, I'm sorry, Sir Mickey's, the Princess Fairy Tale Hall, Bippity Boppity Boutique. I don't really have any strong memories in any of these places. I mean, my strongest memory of this is it used to be Mr. Toad's or Snow White, whatever the hell it was. No, sorry, Snow White, and Mr. Toad was Pooh Bear. Yeah, that's what I remember the most about Princess Fairy Tale Hall. Pinocchio's, though, is still probably like my #1 hangout spot choice, you know, in terms of they got the good food, the pizzas are fire. I really like sitting there at the window to Small World. I like sitting outside of it. Carousel, definitely don't have too many core memories on here. I've only been on it a handful of times. But I will say the last Halloween party, that all the villains were inside of Princess Fairy Tale Hall, I really enjoyed that. I thought that was cool. That's definitely for me going to be a memory of that space. Don't have any great memories here of Friar's Nook, but I will say that I have some pretty core memories at Storybrooke Circus, considering the Peter Pan float. I mean, the Arendelle Aqua Cone. That place has been home to the Mine Train Sundae. That place has been home to some of my absolute favorite desserts that Disney has ever had in terms of Dole Whip based things. I typically don't like them, but I loved all of the ones I just mentioned. In the last 6 years, can you remember what possibly was the most populated and unpopulated day? Yeah, I could. Well, I don't know if I could remember the exacts, but I could definitely give you a pretty strong idea. I have been in this park on days where it's at max capacity. You cannot let anybody else in here. That's 90,000 people. Those days are few and far between, but when they happen, they happen. For me, that would be 50th anniversary day. I think was the single busiest day I've ever seen here, although closing night was pretty ridiculous as well. Closing pre-COVID night. My best memory with Belle's Enchanted Tales is that we did, I want to say vlog 16 or something, we did a Belle themed day where we went to Epcot and met Belle. We came here and saw this show for the first time, and then as soon as we were done with it, we had Be Our Guest reservations. So I basically, kind of turned these two experiences back here into one. Something that's, I don't see a lot of people do. And that's definitely my best memory of both of these places. But of course, Be Our Guest 20, 30 times I've eaten there. I do miss the lunch. I've had a lot of great meals with a lot of great people in there. And I do miss the charcuterie in its original version with the truffle goat cheese and everything. It was so good. So yeah, the most unpopulated day, that's a tougher question to answer. It probably wasn't here at Magic Kingdom. There was, I want to say Super Bowl 2020, 21 maybe. Super Bowl night 20 or 21. I was in Epcot and there was just nobody there. And when I say nobody there, there was nobody there. It was freaky. There might have been like 2,000-3,000 people in the park total. Nobody was, it was just, you've never seen anything like it. My best memories at Gaston's, that's a really tough question. Obviously the cupcake was here for a long time, right? And that was probably the best, and it still is here. But Gaston's actually at one point during the Christmas parties, I want to say Christmas parties, had a pretzel. Like a beer cheese pretzel. We used to come up here and get it all the time. Those are some of probably my best memories of Gaston's. Ariel, that's another tough one. I will say it was Andy's birthday once, and a bunch of us were running around here, and we all rode this together, and that was probably like one of the single best rides on this I've ever had. We were all singing everything. There was like 6 carts deep, so, and we were kind of alone, so we were all being a little ridiculous. But we were having fun, a lot of cast members with us, we were just having fun. But that was a good memory from that place. I've actually never eaten here once, so I have no, it's Triton's, or whatever it is, Prince Eric's Village Market. It's just something, I don't know. I got nothing for that place. Ariel, tough. A lot of my meet and greets were great. But we did have the one with the vlog that one particular day where we had that Ariel that we were kind of like going back and forth with. And it was probably the best banter of like maybe any character meet and greet we've ever had. Thank you, Candace. Hello, Dawn, Gary. Hi, everybody. Sorry if I've missed your name. It is a little bright out today, I will tell you that. It's a little bit bright out. I'm having a tough time seeing the stream, but I appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure, if you haven't already, that you're hitting that like button. If you'd like to help support the adventures, crowdfunding adventures that we go on, the links are posted in the pinned comment. You could... I gotta get this adjusted too, plus 305. Which is gonna get us to 305. And I'm gonna go inside for a second because I'm getting a little hot.
Did you change your mind, Marty?
Try one? Papa, try one.
Oh, look at this. How interesting. You don't usually see Disney giving out any kind of free anything. But these are the mint cookie sandwiches that they're letting people try. That's cool. Oh, cool. Going fast, right? Interesting. You never really see Disney do that kind of stuff. Oh, Lori, thank you very much. $5 in for Lori as well. Very kind of you, my friend. I am not looking at any more pin boards. I'm not looking at any pins. I'm just going to walk through. I don't want to get mad that I can't trade things. My best memories of Big Top, they're going to be pretty simple, actually. Another set of memories based on one individual thing, and that would have been the Maleficent cake pop that once existed here. Now, I don't know if I've got pictures of this thing that I could readily just pull up. I'll take a look real quick and see. My thought is that was going to have to go into my archives of my posts, I would assume. So let's go to my posts archived, and I can scroll back and see if I can find any of them. How about this? My best memories in here would be meeting people during special events like the Seven Dwarfs, things like that. I do like this area. I mean, for me, it's always been kind of a hangout spot, especially at night. I really like coming back here at night. I'll sit back here for a half hour. It's so nice with the vibe is great, and I don't know, I just really enjoy it. Courtney, hello. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I'm so sorry if I've missed a couple chats along the way here. I'm trying to stay on top of it all. Oh, here's the thing from Gaston's that we used to get right there. The pretzels with the beer cheese. Huh. You know there's like a whole thing you can just walk down over here, right? Huh. People are so stupid. Never ceases to amaze me, the stupidity. If you had to narrow it down to your 3 favorite items, oh man, that's impossible. I'd have to think about that for like a serious amount of time. I don't think the Maleficent cake pop, I got pictures of it. I don't know how that's possible. But I would say it does not look like it's here. So to find like a post of it, that would be impossible, right? Unless I maybe go location-wise. I'll let that load. I'll see if we can get something. No, my favorite memory of Haunted Mansion was the time that family called me racist. That was actually my favorite time on the Haunted Mansion. Was the time that we all got into the open queue where the lady goes If you see any space on the ground, please make sure you take it. And then I took it, and the family in front of me decided to berate me for a full 10 minutes about how racist I was. Remember that? I don't think I have a picture of the Maleficent cake pop just ready to go, which boggles my mind. Who got the last laugh that night though? Me. Because they all thought I knew what I was doing, so I turned purposefully. I purposefully turned to the wrong side of the room because I knew which side the door opened, so I purposely turned towards the other one, and they all followed me, and we ended up, and then the other side opened, and they all like, oh man, we thought you knew what you were doing. I was like, oh, that's too bad, huh? That was so funny. Hey, I got the last laugh there for sure. And there were like 50 people behind because they were with me, and I was like, whatever, I've been on this 1,000 times, I'll take the hit, I don't care. I straight up turned to a wall that I knew was not gonna open. I was like, oh yeah, let's see. Best Barnstormer memory, that's easy, 11 times in a row without having to get off. My biggest record for any Disney ride, period. Yeah. Barnstormer, I mean, we got a lot of core memories on Barnstormer. A lot of right after Happily Ever After. Oh, what am I even thinking? My best memories from Ariel are going to be all based on Happily Ever After in our spot. That's my spot for the fireworks. I've never seen anybody else watch the fireworks from there, take pictures from the fireworks from there, and nowadays if they did it, they definitely copied me because I've been doing it for 5 years. The first time I ever realized that, I don't know how it clicked, I just kind of thought to myself, you know, wouldn't the fireworks technically be behind Ariel? You might not see the castle stuff, but you would see the big ones. And that might provide a different view. And then the first night I did it, I was like, oh wow, the speaker's right here too, so you're just getting blasted by the music, which is great. And then Ariel has those moments where she's just so damn pretty with the fireworks going on around her. I think that, you know, that's my most core memory there. Mine Train, that's a tough one. I had a lot of people I've been on Mine Train with. I probably don't have a distinctive, definitive memory of Mine Train. I don't think I really have a definitive memory of Autopia either. I remember trying to do it one-handed a lot, you know, just having fun with it. Pooh Bear, obviously, one of our only rides that has a classic line from me. It's not a party without Pooh Bear. Why? There's a lot of lines you can repeat or get ahead of. As Pierce so so smartly pointed out, the Haunted Mansion, you know, Christopher Walken impressions are up there as well. Kind of cracking the code on that. That was a super funny moment for me around here. Teacups, I gotta say, probably my best memories are all gonna be Halloween parties, you know, where the teacups have their crazy overlay. Cheshire Cat Cafe, great memories of like getting a coffee in the morning and eating a Cheshire Cat back when I was on vacations. I don't do that much anymore now that I'm a local yokel, but I did used to do that just about every single day I was here pretty much. Cosmic Rays is a tough one. We've had a lot of stuff from Cosmic Rays. I mean, it's the most popular restaurant in the world still to this day. Serves the most food. You know, good like sunny eclipse, just kind of hanging out, enjoying a burger, enjoying a chicken sandwich. I will say that there have been a few things that have been here, especially from party nights and stuff, that have been really good. There's that old Gouda and turkey sandwich that used to be here during one of the holiday parties, and I got a bunch. 10-minute wait for Autopia. Speedway. Pardon me. Very quiet in the park today. Hall of Presidents, you and me, first park day. That should be it. Huh? What's that? What about the whole presidents? Star Traders. What a great little store. I don't have too many fond memories of Star Traders. We never like hunted something down and found it here or anything ridiculous like that. I don't have none of these stores really. Well, one of my favorite memories of all these places would be the second trip where I was with Alex and I was trying to find this magic band. And they sent me literally around the park trying to find it, and I couldn't because nobody had it, even though everybody kept saying the next place does have it. And that was when I learned in the year 2018, 2 months after we had started, we were back here for vlogging trip number 2. I realized very quickly in that moment that Disney has no idea. Most cast members, now they were nicer back then, but they were not any smarter in terms of knowing what the hell they were talking about. That was the moment for me where I really learned that it is not usually going to help me to ask somebody. And I've learned that lesson over and over and over again. Some of them are great, but man, oh man, have I seen just some of the worst information ever handed out to anybody from cast members. It is just scary. So best memories on space. God, that's a tough one. I would say, honestly, it's probably with Tanya. Tanya had never been on any roller coaster here at Disney World. None. None of these ones. And we did this, and the minute we got off, she was like, let's go again. I'll never forget that. That was back when we were BFFs. Well, not BFFs, but BFs. And that was great. Tron, I mean, no real lasting memories for Tron yet. You know, I haven't had anything there that was, like, extraordinary. Maybe though, riding it with my little cousin a couple of weeks ago was, you know, probably the best ride on it I've had. We had a lot of fun. People Mover, I mean, come on now. That's just a classic for us here. So many memories built on People Mover. Tim Tracker, you know what I mean? That was, like, serious. Amy, hi, buddy. I hope you're feeling all right. I'm sorry. Life sucks. Just keep pushing forward. Joffrey's, huge memories there. Come on. I mean, how many Mission to S'mores have I had? Like 100? Ridiculous how many Mission to S'mores I've drank in from that place. But yeah, I mean, People Mover, a lot of memories. You got to think that I was, and I know it sounds funny and stuff, but I always like to take some kind of personal responsibility for the changing of the People Mover's audio, which had been the same for 50 years. I don't know, 50 years, but it had been the same for a long time. And at this corner, right over here of the People Mover, it would bring you around and it would say, come to the Carousel of Progress, where 4 families take you through the journey of time. And I would always say, that's not true. It's not 4 families, it's 1 family through 4 different trips. And very shortly after we started preaching that all the time, it changed. And it changed pretty quickly. But yeah, that was for me, I don't know, People Mover. Has to be the self-evac. Oh God, are you kidding me, bro? That was one of the best memories we've ever had in any Disney park. Oh, Doc, dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That was very, very nice of you. And Courtney as well. Courtney, $36 Venmo in from Courtney and a $30 in from Doc. You guys are incredible. I got to get this thing adjusted. You got to just give me 1 sec. Wow, it's a little busy everywhere. It's a little busy everywhere. Ooh, I'll just sit on the ground for a second. Ah, Jordan, thanks, man. That was very nice of you, sir. Don't turn around, uh-oh. The thumbs all around, uh-oh. Alright, hold up. $305. Lori. That's $310. Courtney. That's 46. That's 76. Oh, dude, what the hell? Pierce closed out the whole damn goal. $10 per year, at least I can do. You've done a lot more than that. You've done a lot more than $10 per year. Well, we're way up. That was that. I guess we closed the goal. Why am I having a tough time doing that? Dude, it is cooking. This little spot is nice and comfy. I might sit here for a second. Considering we are in the last half of the lap. Thumbs all around, uh-oh. I love you guys. So I hung out with Alex yesterday. And I talked to my grandma for a little bit today. And I talked to my dad. And I talked to some people. I would say over the past 2 months, I've never more considered like the idea of moving back home. Ultimately, it's a fool's errand. It can't happen, any of that stuff. But just know that, you know, the support of this channel, you know, if somebody spends $10,000 on their Disney vacation and then sends me a message like the best part of my vacation with my family was meeting you, Tom, if you could see some of the things we've gotten. I got a letter in the mail a couple of years ago from somebody that watches the channel whose father had passed away just like a week before they wrote the letter, saying that like the last thing they had done was, you know, watch the channel together. You know, I have a lot of friends in the chat, always, Ninja Mode, whatever. You know, people who have said some really kind things to me. To counteract a lot of the unkindness, I believe, that kind of gets also, you know, thrown back my way. Yeah. Hi, Adriana. How you doing? Appreciate you. There's a lot of... I said this to my dad the other day. And in all fairness, you know, there's more of an opportunity for things to kind of change and become better, but... it's interesting to me. This is for me like a self-curiosity that I'll have to kind of start to figure out. Why did I... and I know the answer. It's Disney. It's YouTube. It's exactly why I did what I did. But it's insane to me to think that, like, for, you know, for like 6-7 years, I was really not into letting anybody into the bubble. The people that were there, and the people that weren't. And I was not hunted for anybody else to be in the bubble. Through that, I really kind of found a nice solitude, you know, a kind of a lone wolf pack mentality.
What's on the app? I gotta go potty.
A lone wolf, not pack even, just wolf. And I was really I just chilled alone a lot. I would go to work, I would come home, I would game, and I did that for 6 years straight, 7 years straight. That's all I did. I didn't mess with anything. I didn't, you know, my friends would come over whenever they came over. I'd go to Jimmy's house like once a week. I'd go to, you know, watch Game of Thrones or whatever the hell was on TV at the time. We'd link up. We'd all watch some ridiculous stuff. I gotta let my hair down because I'm hot. But most of it, I just hung out. I went to work 6 days a week. I came home and I played League of Legends for fucking 14 hours. You know, I worked for 10 hours, 8 hours. I slept for a couple hours and I played League of Legends. That's all I did. And it worked. I was probably the most peaceful I'd ever been in my whole life. I woke up and you know what I always used to say? The most beautiful part about my life was that like my ship was unshakable. You know, like it was my ship. I was the captain and like nobody was telling me like, oh, I forgot to put the sails up today or, you know, whatever. It was just me. And I really liked that. And I started the channel on that. Yeah, I came down with my dad and I came down with Alex for the first few trips to try to help me like understand if it was worth it. But the minute I realized it was worth it, I was like, yeah, I'll spend the money. I'll go down by myself. I don't need anybody to go around and do this. Matter of fact, I'd probably be better without people. Because as I was talking to Alex and my dad about, I was putting in 15, 16-mile days. They couldn't keep up. They were back at the hotel early each night. They weren't doing what I was doing. I was on mission. That's why everybody, you know, like I think about Tiana's opening day. I went by myself. You know, Galaxy's Edge opening day, yeah, I enjoyed with some friends. But you know what? Ultimately, I made it an experience that was about me. Because it was my lightsaber that got built. You know what I mean? I think about Dave and Tim at Radio City being like 17 years old, like having been to 42 Dave Matthews shows, like all of them with somebody else. That was the only one I ever just went to alone. 42 shows, 41 of them I went to with people. The one that I went to by myself was the greatest night of my life. I've always been such a lone wolf. And then I came down here. I moved down here to Florida and I decided to change the game. I said, you know what? Instead of doing exactly what I've been doing forever, which makes sense and works for me, I'll just like invite a bunch of people I barely know into my life, into my house. What the fuck? What is that? What is that? That's like, for me, I said it to my dad, like, what a self-curiosity that is for me. Why? Why did I do that? And like, what kind of a lesson have I learned from all of it? Have I learned a big enough lesson to, more importantly than anything, just I'll never allow it to happen again? To take all the beauty that was my life from the past and the beauty that is my life now and combine them and not seek anything greater than that. Greater, different, whatever you want to call it. I've had this place tainted for 3 years straight by people who are not me. By this idea of having to be out here and not have it be about me. with somebody else. Ridiculous. Love hanging out with some people, but at the end of the day, nobody's hanging out with me every day. I don't want anybody to hang out with me every day. 3 days a week, great. Hey, we see 4 days a week, great. Maybe not too many weeks of that in a row. Because, like, at the end of the day, I need to be out here alone. I need to be with you guys. I need to put this godforsaken camera on. I need to come out here. And when I see a 10-minute wait for Mickey Mouse, I need to get in the line. And I need to remember that if Walt had the chance to do this, he'd be doing it. I need to not worry about the fact that everybody's always in their zone here. And maybe if I was a little less up my own butt, and I was a little bit just happier and more free, I wouldn't be as annoyed with everybody around here. Because when I first moved down here, I wasn't annoyed with people. It was only once I started having this other person that was around, or then for a straight year, like not even being able to be legally allowed in the same park as another person. Are you kidding me? The amount of drama that I've sat through since I've been here has been ridiculous. It's like everybody's tried to suck this place from me. And you know what? It worked. To some degree, it worked. There was an immediate change. I mean, day 1000 was like such a moment, you know? I shouldn't have stopped. I can tell you that. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm reading your chats as I go. If I read too many of them out loud, I might get a little emotional. Just know that I'm reading everything as it comes in, and I appreciate it. And that's the thing is, like, I don't want, and I appreciate you, Courtney. That's so true. But like with people like that, like I've never met in my life, and they want to call me a racist piece of crap and all that stuff. Like, I'll last laugh on them. I'm fine with. Most of these people, like, I wish they could do like what a few of the other ones did. You know, like I wish some people who choose to take a certain path would just do what others did and just leave me alone. I don't want any laughs. I don't want them laughing. I don't even want to care about the laughs. I just literally want, like, some people just gone. And I want them gone as easily as, like, some of the other people went. You know, just a small place, so it's a small world after all. You know, I heard some things that got through the grapevine to me about, you know, let's just not even skip beats and just go, you know, we all know her as Voldemort. So we might as well not switch the name on her after all these years. You know, I found out Voldemort did something very similar to somebody else after me. That word kind of got to me through the grapevine of friends. In a much worse way, in a much more intense way. Much scarier way, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. You think you heard my Sorry, I got so distracted by this little demon over here. Hey, he was just punching his grandpa in the face. Hey, go away, he's screaming at the grandpa, slapping at him. Kid's probably 6, 5. What a little nasty nightmare. I want to go up to that kid and just stare at him. That's what I would do. That's why, that's why I think so many kids suck nowadays, because nobody knows actually how to handle them. You're not supposed to just be nice to them. Yeah, this is a fun fact. You're actually supposed to be kind of mean to your kids when they're pieces of shit. This is a fun fact. I know this gets lost in the kind of PC world that we live in. But fun fact, if you don't want your kids to grow up and do that right there their whole life, you gotta kind of work it out of them. Hey, look at these two cops just staring at him. Well, the Disney cops just staring at him. Ha! Now that's funny. I'd be like, hey, you need some help? I got you. Let me do you a favor and just let me laugh in your kid's face for the next few minutes while he's screaming like this. Let me do you a favor. I'm gonna laugh in his face and call him a bunch of names. And I promise he's gonna stop him. As Pierce again pointed out a few times here, the guy knows me. That's how you can tell he knows me, is that he's been giving us play-by-play of some of my best memories here, not just his. But we're going to get back to things. I'm sorry, I kind of took us on a tangent there. The Carousel of Progress, our best memory by far is the self-evac from this place. We sat inside the Carousel of Progress, and as it started to move, a woman and her baby, who was acting just like that kid, got up and opened the door on the Carousel of Progress as it started to turn. She could have sliced herself in half, and we could have saw the craziest thing that ever happened at Disney World, since the girl did that to herself at the other one. Could have saw that, but luckily our content wasn't that insane. It just became us sitting in the Carousel of Progress with not one word from cast members, not through the door, not over the speaker, for, I don't know, maybe Pierce has a better memory of it, but at least 15, 20 minutes. At which point I looked at everybody, I said, what do you guys think? Should we just leave? And everybody said, yep, and we left. My best memory on Buzz is definitely my first time double galactic heroing without any pauses. If you've done it with pauses, it doesn't matter. But I've done that thing without any pauses on the ride, double galactic hero. Those are my, that takes some serious shooting techs to get both guns. So if you're somebody who's in that crowd, then congratulations. I think probably my best, Monsters Inc. moments. That's tough. I haven't really been on this thing too many times. I think there were some probably funny moments. In this, I remember Stitch's Great Escape. I don't really remember Alien Encounter. I was a young man. Oh, like a half hour? Oh, really? Yeah, no surprise. I think everybody was ready to. Can you imagine that Disney had us in there for 20 minutes to a half hour? Hey, without saying a word to us? Like, what were they thinking that day? I must have gone and said something to somebody. There's no way I didn't go to guest relations after that and be like, hey, we all just self-evacuated the Carousel of Progress. I had to have said something to somebody, I'm sure. There's no way I wouldn't have. No, you're a good man, dude. A lot of you guys are good people, and I don't mean to make any of that seem like it's about any of you guys. It ain't. If you're all I can tell you is that today, if you're in this chat and you have said hi to me, you have acknowledged this as a day, if this means anything to you, that's all I need. And all I can ask you is that the day that it stops meaning anything to you, or the day I do something that you go, I just don't really want to support Tom, or I can't really be around him anymore, or whatever in his chat, All I ask is that you just go and remember the good times that I did give you. You don't need to go on and talk shit about me. You don't need to run off and let everybody else who does support me still make me, let them know how bad of a person I am, etc. You don't need to re-upload my videos onto your YouTube that's drama-based so that anytime somebody searches for my name, that's all that pops up for a year. Anytime somebody says, hey, Tom, what's your channel? I say, oh, Tom does Disney. And they go, oh, great. Oh, there's one video up for a year. It's about me being this and that. And the minute that goes away, bam, another one. Oh, this is what Tom's real life looks like. Great. Fantastic. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Which is honestly why I'm out here streaming so much this week. I am going to gain this title back. Some of my best Plaza memories are, I don't know, turkey clubs with Pat for sure, And I would say that my best overall castle memory, this is a really tough one, but I did, back in the day when I started this channel, there was a guy who used to vlog. His name was Michael K. And Michael was a huge inspiration for me to move down here and to vlog and to do all that stuff. And in 2019, while waiting for one of the Dreamlights shows where Elsa would come out and do her little thing and light up the Dreamlights, during that and before that, actually, we hung out for, I'd say probably a solid 3 hours right in front of the castle. We had a really good time. We chatted about just what it was that, that's this kind of Disney meant to us, and to hang out with a guy that I had admired, like that for as long as we got a chance to hang out really meant a lot to me. And I would say, Elsa lighting up the castle in general are my favorite castle memories by far. We are getting underneath my allotted battery time. I still haven't quite figured out the dongles, guys. I'm trying. But everything keeps bending the mic cords and stuff, so I'm at a little bit of a loss as to how to get everything hooked up. They don't sell the dongles that I used to use anymore. It sucks because they work so good. So when I try to plug the phone in and the mic and everything, it just doesn't really want to work, or it wants to bend all the cords. Throws the gimbal off, so I don't know. I'm trying. I gotta figure out how we can get back to longer streams, because 2 hours, it's 100% phone charge. I get 2 solid hours of stream, which is good, but it's just, it's a third of what I used to do. Anyway. This was great. Thank you guys all so much. I mean, it means the world to me for you being here. This was really cool to kind of come out here and just rack my brain a little bit about, some of my favorite moments here. What a great spot, right, for the parade. That's such a tight little idea. I guess you get reservations and, just ask for that table, but there's probably a lot of people that do that. God, the amount of pins out here today is killing me. I gotta go. I cannot see another pin. Oh, and my neck fan must have died a while ago. And I didn't even notice until now. That's a good sign. Velocicoaster locker time. Dude, that's right. Don't forget that in the midst of all this Disney YouTubing, we were relegated to Universal Studios by force and by choice for a while. We had a pass over there for the full year, and I used it. I did not use my free Halloween Horror Nights ticket. That was the biggest, stupidest mistake of my life, because it was free. Thanks, have a good night. I should have just used it while I had it. Boo to you. Happy motherfucking Halloween. Alright, I'm gonna gotta start cutting across here. Cool. This was fun. And grace is kind. It gives to those who love. Is that what it is? The special meaning of something. I kind of forget the words to these Disney songs. Oh, thank you, Beth. You're amazing. You're a very nice person. A lot of you guys are long-time viewers now. You've spent a massive amount of time on the channel. And as I've said throughout the day, that's, means the absolute world to me. Missing the steak nights. Oh, I miss those in more than one way, believe me. I will say that I have obviously I miss a lot of the people who were around at different points, and not everybody's not around because of bad reasons. Some people just aren't around because of life. And that makes me pretty sad, to be perfectly honest with you. But I can only do what I can do. I'm just trying to push forward. Hopefully this weekend I can make some moves on some pins and get some things handled next week. Keep just staying responsible. Keep trying to make sure everything's paid up and doing my thing. Tomorrow, I'm not sure where we are going to be. I would say, I don't know. I'll just wait and see. Maybe Epcot or something. Skipper and a half party was well worth it. That was great. Are you kidding me? And like you said, the fact that, we all kind of noticed it, but that girl, should have really walked us like all the way out. Damn, it's a little toasty actually out here today, huh? I was really enjoying some of those little cooler spots that I was in. That's a cooker. Pressure pasta cooker. God, I'm so sick of this feeling. I have just dread. I don't know why. It's just been sitting in the pit of my stomach for a week.
I just want to play some bills called something.
Do I still plan on doing some music nights after the parks? Honestly, I think we just get back to a point where we're out in the parks for long enough that's, kind of just what we did for the day. I don't know if this is the right time, I've been doing it just because it's kind of been a part of what's happened, but I don't really necessarily like being out here at this time. I'd much rather try to be able to get stuff done, during the day if possible, or just stay up mad late like I used to. Ideally, getting back to that would be perfect. If I could just get back to that, I'm up until 2 or 3 o'clock in the damn morning anyway. Because that's when I can chill and enjoy my movies and games and all the stuff that I like. And then, bam, wake up late in the afternoon. You know what I mean? Never seeing the front side of noon. That. Who needs it? Waking up at 1 o'clock, 1:30. Well rested on 10, 11, 12 hours of gorgeous sleep. And I say, hey, what's up, Ari? You want to go to the park? You want to go for a walk? Knock that out. Throw some laundry in if it needs be. Take a nice shower. Make sure everything's ready to go. Pack it all up, and then by 2, 3 o'clock, out the house, heading over to Disney World. That 3, 4 p.m. start, stream till the park closes, go home. Get home around 9:30 each night, 10 o'clock at the latest. Be like, you know what? Time to game it up again. Repeat the cycle. Have some dinner. You know, watch, 3, 4, 5 hours of stuff, game it up, bang, bang, boom. That would be the ideal life right there. If there was an ideal, that would be it.
Because Megan ain't gonna want to.
I'm just gonna walk this thing, because I don't think anybody on this side can technically go. Yeah, they can't. Nobody can go on that side either because they're turning. Ches, Wayne, you guys are awesome. You're very kind. You guys were there for me, and to be able to chat some stuff out, I really appreciate all that. What can we do besides just to, roll on? This has been a good week. Very kind of all you guys to make sure that getting back out here was worth it. I hope today was hopefully, far more entertaining than some of the other streams the past month have been, although there have been some good ones. Top of the World with, Doc, and this was, a nice opportunity to do some new things we haven't done in a while. The pin event after dark, just being kind of like, last month-ish now. It was super, super fun. Had such a good time with all that. We're just trying to find all the new parts that there are to unlock around here. All these little tiny things that make this place good for the foreseeable future. Bum 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 bum. We need to do shikisai. Yes, sir. I know. I got you. Karage, best in the world. Somehow Epcot making the best chicken karage outside of Japan. Japan. Oh God, it's hot in this car. Whoa, whoa, what's up with that? Holy moly. Whoa. Your birthday, yes we can. Oh my God, it's hot in here. Wow, dude. It is cooking. I did not expect that. I wish I'd filled that water bottle up before I left. Well, thank you guys. This was a great day. I hope it was fun. We'll be doing this same kind of taking a trip down memory lane at each one of the parks over the next few days. Minus Sunday. What's up? You still in here? I'm gonna message you right now. I mean, I don't really have any plans, to be honest with you, but I kind of was thinking about heading home. I gotta clean up and, maybe go to Publix and get some stuff at the house. I've been kind of ignoring that stuff this week, so. But I'll message you, Jordan. I see your message. I'm gonna check it right now. I'm hitting the button. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Thanks, everyone. Happy 6-year anniversary, and you guys are the ones that make it happen. So without you, we wouldn't have gotten here. This is also your accomplishment as well. Thanks. Much love, seriously. See you guys tomorrow.